Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with my April TBR and we're going to go back to the TBR jar this month. I have got quite a few books on my radar, but I think what we're going to do first, we'll pick out the prompts, see if any of the books I already want to read fit the prompts, and then we'll see how we go from there. The books you can see behind me on the shelves, these are all books on my TBR. The ones on the cart are ones that I've either read in March or still need to read in March. First prompt. Set on the beach. Okay, interesting. Let me have a look and see if I've got any books on my physical TBR. If not, we'll go to my Kindle and see what I've got on there. I think the obvious choice is going to be The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I believe this is set on some kind of beach holiday. I mean, it looks like it from the cover, doesn't it? So I think we're going to go with this. I have no idea what it's about. I haven't had the best luck with Christina Lauren books. The only one I've loved from them is The Unhoneymooners, but everyone says that this is like not similar in a bad way to The Unhoneymooners, but like if you like The Unhoneymooners, you'll probably like this. So I've been very excited to read this. I was going to save it till the summer, but fate has intervened and we're going to try and read this in April, so I'm very excited. I imagine this will be like a nice quick palette cleanser, so always nice to have those kind of books on the TBR anyway. Next prompt is an adult read. Okay, I've got quite a few of these, so this is going to be quite easy. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to read Deep End, but I shouldn't. I really need to finish some series. I think what I might do for that one is read the next book in the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. I don't actually know what it's called, so I'll pop a picture of the cover on the screen. It's the third one in the series, which for me is the next one. This is Elsie Silver's first series, which I want to read before I start the Rose Hill series. A nice, easy, quick cowboy romance kind of vibe. Third prompt. A book you own on Kindle. Okay, cool. Another Kindle read. I know what we're going to do. We're going to do Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which is the second book in the Caraval trilogy. I read Caraval now a few months ago and I absolutely loved it. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to reading the rest of the series yet, but I have been very much looking forward to doing so. Next one. I think we might just go for it and do 10 prompts, and like if I read them all I do, if I don't I don't. A book starting with an S. Okay, cute. Let's have a look on the shelf, see what I've got. Okay, we've got a few options for this one. I've picked off 3. So the first one is 6 Times We Almost Kissed and One Time We Did, which I think is like a YA romance, like a YA sapphic romance, so that sounds fun. And then we've got Shielded, which is a fantasy book, and then Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers, which I don't know anything about. I literally bought it because of the cover. Sorry if you can hear noise outside, by the way. I've got the window open because I'm quite warm and I need some air. Anyway, I don't know what this is about. I don't think I'm going to love this, but I kind of want to put it on the TBR. I think I'm mostly choosing between these two. I think with Shielded being a fantasy, I've already got quite a lot of fantasies that I'm reading, fantasy series that I'm in the middle of, so I don't think now feels like the best time. Oh, we also have Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, but like same thing. It's another fantasy and I don't want to start another whole fantasy world right now. I'm in the middle of so many that I need to finish first. So I think we're going to choose between these two. I think we're going to have to go with Small Pleasures. This has been on my TBR for a long time. So is this one, but like there's no real reason I'm not reading this. It's just not a priority, whereas this I'm like actively avoiding. So I feel like we should put this on the TBR. I think it's just like a general fiction, or maybe is it like women's fiction? I have no idea what this book is about. It doesn't automatically seem up my street, but I read some books out of my comfort zone in March and I ended up really liking some of them. So maybe I will end up liking this. Who knows? Not me. So what was that? Was that number 4? Yeah, because we've got 2 physical and 2 Kindle so far. So let's just choose 6 more. Let's just go for it. A book by an author who shares one of your initials. My initials are PRH. So I'll go have a look, see if anyone has got a P, an R or a H in their initials. For some reason I thought that was going to be a lot easier. I thought I was going to have like loads of choice. Apparently not, but I have found one. How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. His second name begins with a H and one of my initials is H. So there we go. Again, do I know what this is about? No. Honestly, I've not yet read a Matt Haig book that I liked, I can't lie, but I already physically owned this before I read some of his other ones, so I didn't want to get rid of it without giving it a go. Tom Has a Dangerous Secret. Oh, it's about a 41-year-old, so like that's not the best start. I don't really relate to 41-year-old men, but let's not write this off. Kind of sounds like I am, but I'm not. We're going to put it on the TBR. Again, I don't know what this is. It's just like a general fiction book. We'll give it a go. I'll need to keep going out my comfort zone, so there we go. At least it's allowing me to do that. Next prompt, number 6, I think. A mystery or thriller. Okay, fun. I did read a couple of thrillers actually this month and I liked one of them. I didn't love the other. I'm not a massive mystery thriller reader, for context. I don't own many. I haven't read many. We are going to have to go with The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. I've never read an Agatha Christie before, but this was 10p in a charity shop, so I bought it. I don't know what it's about other than that there is a mystery. I do like mystery plots. I tend to like mystery thrillers more when they are like a mystery plot, maybe as part of a romance or something, or like in a fantasy world, just with some other aspect to them. But obviously Agatha Christie is like renowned, so I think if anyone can do it, hopefully it's Agatha Christie. Hopefully she can make me like reading mystery thrillers a bit more. Prompt number 7, a title with 4 words. Okay, I had a couple of options. I had What Happens After Midnight by K.A. Walther, which I've been really excited to read. I loved The Summer of Broken Rules by her, but I kind of want to save that until a little bit later in the year. I think it'd probably be better to read that like towards the end of summer going into autumn. So I think I'm going to go with The Baby Dragon Cafe, because I also know that the audiobook of this is on BookBeat, which might help me get through a bit more reading in the month of April, because again it's going to be a little bit of a busy month for me, so having an audiobook would be very helpful. I saw that Ellen Catherine read this. I already owned the physical copy before I saw that she read it, but she basically, I think the way she described it is quite like slice of life. There's like little dragons, but like they're basically dogs. Like the dragons are pets, they're not dangerous, they're like cute. I think they're like rascals, but they're cute. Let's do 2 more prompts. New adult book. Okay, this might be a bit harder because I think this is quite like hard to categorise between YA, new adult and adult, but let me have a look and see if I can find anything that fits that prompt. If not, we might have to pick a new one. Potentially this. I feel like a lot of hockey romances tend to be new adult. This isn't, the thing is, this isn't, I don't think, college hockey romance. This is like professional hockey. So it could be adult, but like, I feel like it could be classed as new adult. I don't know what it's officially like classified as. I don't know what it's marketed as. But I think this is the best I've got. So this is Unravel Me by Becca Mack. It's a 3rd book in her hockey romance series that I forgot the name of. I think it might be called the Playing for Keeps series, but I'm not 100% sure. I loved the first one. I liked the second one, so I've been intrigued to read this. My problem with these is that they're long for like a palate cleanser hockey romance. I'm hoping this one has a bit more to it. The second one in the series was like a fine, really good romance, but like it should have been 300 pages, not this size. It just didn't have anything special to warrant it being long, so I'm hoping this one's maybe got like a bit more of an emotional aspect or something. Just something to make it worth being a lot more pages. But I think we're going to go with this, Unravel Me by Becca Mack. I think I need to do 2 more prompts now. Guys, I don't know. A YA read. That should be a little bit easier. I think I've got quite a few YA books on the TBR. I'm not like, is it time, guys, to read The Inheritance Games? I feel like it may be time. I've got quite a few YA books that we could choose from, but this has been sat on my shelves for such a long time, and I don't know why, because I really think I like it. So I think it could finally be time for me to read The Inheritance Games. I'm sure everyone knows what this is about by now, but it's basically like a mystery and a romance, I think. So basically this girl gets contacted and says like, you need to go to this big mansion, you've been left an inheritance, but she doesn't know who the inheritance is from. Like, she's not related to this family, so she's a bit confused, obviously. And so she goes, and I think she meets 2 brothers, and I think there's a love triangle with the brothers. I don't love a love triangle, but a lot of people love this, which gives me hope that maybe it's done well, kind of intertwined with the mystery. So yeah, we're gonna go with this. It's finally time for me to read the Inheritance Game series. And then the last book on our April TBR, a book you bought because of BookTube. Okay, that could be like pretty much anything on my shelves, but let me have a look. I'm gonna pick something that I've not just heard on BookTube, but I specifically went out and bought purely because I heard of it on BookTube. Okay, I've decided we're gonna go with The Fake Mate, because this is something that I never would have picked up on my own. It's not a book that even without BookTube I would have looked at twice. This is basically, people say if you like Bride by Ali Hazelwood, read this, and I loved Bride. I've never read a book like that before, but I really, really loved it, so I have very high hopes. Basically, I think they're both like, it's a bit more real world than Bride. Bride was a bit more like paranormal fantasy. I don't want to call it fantasy because it's not, but the world was a bit more fantastical. I think this is a little bit more like everyday. I think they're both doctors, and is he a werewolf or something? Something along those lines. And apparently it's a bit like Omegaverse vibes, a bit spicy. So again, quite different from what I usually read, but because I loved Bride so much, I have very high hopes for this. And that concludes my April TBR. So we've got these books here, plus the next book in the Elsie Silver series that I don't know the name of, and Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which are both on my Kindle. So there we go. That is my April TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!